Hey y'all, welcome back to another Less is More. Got a problem. Came over here, gonna mess around with some spell stuff, and just happened to look in the Oculus to see how my affinities were doing, and all my stuff's gone. I had every blue, with the exception of this gravity and bounce. I didn't click those because they just didn't seem like they were going to do anything for me. And I actually had some extra blues up here. And now it's all gone. Now I can still cast the spells in my book, even though I don't have them unlocked in here. So I don't know what happened. I just logged on. There was no weirdness with the game yesterday or anything. And yeah, that sucker is gone. So just for the sake of openness, I will be cheating that back in. I don't know what happened there. If that is a known bug, please let me know how to fix that, because I don't want to have to be locking that thing all the time. That's kind of crappy, man. Really is. So I'm working on some stuff. A little less Ars Magica today. Some of the stuff that I'm working towards is, one was better power. So what I did is I upgraded our ender generators to the times 64, and not bad. I mean, each one of these, I don't know, can one of these show me? Yeah, they make 2560 each, so we're over 5,000 RF a tick with these two right here. That's more than enough to handle our current power. That even handles the frame quarry with absolutely no problem. I could probably even add on some more mining wells to it now, but the number of ender pearls we are getting is starting to, we're still in the net gain, but it's really slow now. It takes a while for it to, I need like a burst of several to drop an ender pearl every time for it to go up. So I'm working on getting a new soul shard. We're up to tier 4. I did get the Soul Stealer 5 enchant, and how I did that excuse me, is I redid the mob spawner again. Went back to the other one, just wasn't doing anything. It was just a trickle of experience. So I kind of went back to the old way, since I have no way of forcefully moving them off the platforms. I figured, well, we'll just let them wander down in there. And instead of putting in slabs to keep out spiders, what I did is I widened the drop, so spiders actually fall down in there now, and don't have to worry about them climbing as much. And then over here we have a Killer Joe, and he's storing the experience for me, and I needed 154 levels to get the Soul Stealer on here, and there was like 190 or almost 200 in here at the time, levels. So I just came over here and got them. I made up I made up 6 soul shards. I needed 5 for the enchant, and then left me 1, so I'm going to make another Enderman spawner, and then what I'll do is I will connect it to the one that's up there with some red wire, and they'll both launch at the same time. Right now we're doing skeletons and Enderman over here, and then over here we're doing the slimes for the slime pearls. Pretty okay on everything. I've got a full thing of gunpowder over here. I'm probably going to upgrade this one and get that one full in preparation for rocket fuel down the road. Man, they're loud. The only thing, everything from here is really getting trashed except for string and mana cakes. Like the mana cakes for casting spells, which now, oh, it's all screwed up. Is this thing probably full? Nope, it's still running. So what I have also been working on, that's part of it, is to upgrade these. I needed Bedrockium, and Bedrockium, of course, Bedrockium ingots comes from compressed cobblestone and diamond. You need 4 quadruple and 4 triple and a diamond block, which we have. I almost have a full cache of diamonds now, thanks to Magic Crops. That's the most diamonds I think I have ever had in a game, other than when I had Project E. So what we did is set up a cobble gen here with a transfer node, 2 speed upgrades, and a world interaction upgrade. Each stack of these, a stack of these means it's pulling out a stack every time that it's moving. So with just one of these, it wasn't making enough to really speed this up, so I made a second one. Cobble goes in there, and then they're both pulled out by the resonant servos. The reason I'm using the resonant servos is I think they're a little bit faster than the Ender IO conduits, even with full upgrades. So that's why I went with these. I could get this faster with the higher end item ducts, but it's fast enough to keep up with the speed of the auto crafting tables. It wouldn't really help me to make that any faster, honestly. So that was made, and then that allowed us to make the Bedrockium ingots, which allowed us to make the hyper energy transfer nodes, which is 4 energy transfer nodes. And what are those? Transfer nodes. The hyper energy requires 4 of the transfers. So this was all done. These are actually easy to make now with the inventory panel from Ender IO and the crafting grid. The thing that was a pain in the butt was the world interaction upgrades, because they take an item that will not just drop in there, and that of course is the iron pickaxe. So I just made recipes in here to make the pickaxe, and just filled up the inventory. Then once that was filled, I'd come in here and just start making the world interaction upgrade. So that wasn't super quick, but that's why I only made this stack. I was like, I'm not making any more of those. That's kind of a pain in the tuchus. I haven't really done anything with Ars Magica because I can't get Tarma root. This stuff right here. Now, looking online, let me go. Do I have the staff with me? Has this thing got any in there? Yeah, there's 250 charges. This is the harvest rod from Reliquary. It's kind of cool. You can fill it up with bone meal. Right click will fertilize like bone meal, and then if you just use the left click, it'll actually harvest an area. So it's pretty convenient. I use it on the manual Magic Crops that I have over here. So what I did, everybody said you know make a dark room, and now it was my impression that grass would no longer grow in a dark room, and the videos and whatnot that I watched. Where the hell did I build this thing? I don't know if you'll be able to see in here, but basically, since Tarma root should grow on this stuff, and yeah, it's completely. And hold on, let me. How do I get? I don't even have. Hold on, let me get my spell recipe. Spell here. Spell recipe. Such a moron. So let me turn on my light so you can see. So it is completely dark in here. F3, you can see it is 0 light level. And whoa, why is my FPS down to so low? There shouldn't be anything down here. But if we bone meal it, nothing should grow. This stuff should not grow. I'm pretty sure that they changed it a long time ago, that things would not grow in complete darkness. And the reason they did that was the old alternative, what is it, EE, equivalent exchange. So I'm going to pause real quick, and we'll be back in a second. Alrighty, sorry about that. It's like everybody came home all of a sudden. They weren't talking, but banging around. So that's why we shut that off. I was talking about earlier how this was bugged. It's all back. Changed dimensions, and it's all back to normal. So whatever was causing that, I have no idea. But everything's normal there. But we were talking about Tarma root, and the problem with Tarma root for me is I just can't get my hands on it, and that really inhibits my ability to proceed because I need the air essence to go forward. So unless I can figure out another way to get it, again, for, just openness, I will probably cheat some in, just because it's, I can't find it, I can't make it, that's just ridiculous, and too much. You can't even spawn the Air Guardian without air essence. So I can't even get it that way, because we go down to bosses and we go to the Air Guardian, and where does it say? And throw in an air essence. So I need an air essence to get this guy that drops the air essence. It's the stupidest thing. But yeah, so I'm going to need to, excuse me, gotta move the mic a little bit there. So yeah, if y'all know a way for to get that Tarma root stuff, because I don't know why that nothing should grow in that room as far as I'm aware. The light level's too low, because I seem to remember they fixed that, because with equivalent exchange it used to be a way of getting EMC. You'd just make a dark room, just keep popping bone meal on a dark room, and then all the flowers and everything would be turned into EMC, which you turn into bone meal, and then you'd get more EMC than you spent making bone meal. And then they kind of fixed it to where that just didn't happen. So I don't know how to fix that now, or get it to where nothing grows in there. So my next goal will be to probably get start making rocket fuel, or at least the first part of rocket fuel. I've got 3 vats right here. Those will go towards making hooch, which I'll probably do next episode, is set that up. And we've got a lot of redstone, and I've got a 160,000 cache of gunpowder, so all that will go towards making the rocket fuel, because we'll need hooch, then the gunpowder, and the redstone to make the rocket fuel. So hopefully we can get going on that. I did already add in, between that last clip and this one, I added in the other Enderman spawner. It's a little low right now because I restarted, expanded the inventory size of the ender pouch, and I was going through the config, seeing if I could figure out if there's something that will shut off the grass, or if there's a mod that allows that grass to grow like that, but I couldn't find anything. But when I restarted, show came on I wanted to watch, so I just let it go AFK for like an hour or two, and I forgot to turn the Enderman spawner on. I've got to go over there and manually turn that thing on whenever I start up, and I forgot. So we're moving along, it's getting there. We've got the ability to make Bedrockium real easy now. I'm debating, I think one of the things that I'm going to try, maybe we'll do that next episode, is make a portal to the deep dark. And that's a very dark spot, so maybe there's more Tarma root there. There's a lot of caves and stuff, so we'll see. I may do that next time around. So, but again, if you guys, I've asked on Reddit, I know I've asked on here a couple of times, I know where Nero gets that rockin' horse poop thing now. I've been watching that guy quite a bit, and yeah, that's where we're at. So guys, I appreciate you coming by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not, and right down below, right down below, let me see, right down in this area is a like, thumbs up or thumbs down. Go ahead and hit that, and then over here in this area you'll see a little share button. Go ahead and hit that for me too. I certainly appreciate it. So guys, until next time, I will see y'all later.